quick disclaimer before we start off, I kind of left the door open. Door's kind of open and I didn't close it, so if I randomly stopped talking at some point, now you know why. Anyway though, today's video is going to be about a subject that's been in my head for, the past, I want to say day now, maybe less than a day, but for a little bit now. And that is the concept of two RPG franchises that I love very much competing, and mostly the fans competing, but other than that, yeah, they're competing basically. Now, if you didn't read the title, this video is going to be about Final Fantasy 15 and Persona 5, specifically those games, not the franchises themselves. But why am I talking about these games? Well, if you don't know, a little bit ago, Final Fantasy 15 had this huge event called Uncovered Final Fantasy 15. And it was like a big event. They were showcasing different parts of the game. It was kind of like the game's little own E3, and I loved it. I loved the event so much. It was awesome. And that game is coming out September 30th in America and everywhere else, I hope. And yeah, I'm excited. Least I can say, I'm really freaking excited, honestly. And yeah, so Persona 5 did something kind of similar at the time of this going up yesterday. They did this thing called Take Tokyo Tower, I believe it was called. And it was a live stream that I didn't get to watch, sadly, because it happened in Japan at like 7. It happened for me at 7 in the morning. And I was in school, so I barely got a glimpse of the new trailer, like, in between classes, and it was awesome. That game's coming out September 15th in Japan only right now. America and Europe don't got jack at the moment, but, why am I talking about this? Because the fans, man, and I feel like the fans are always, like, circulation for bad things to happen in these kinds of franchises. Now, what am I talking about? Well, I don't know why people like to Okay, I don't know why people like to constantly compare these two franchises specifically, because they're not really the same in the slightest. But what they do is basically they bash each other's games, and they're doing that very much so with these new games coming out. Back when Uncovered happened, people were like, oh my god, this game is gonna destroy Persona 5. Like, let's be real, guys. This game is a lot better than Persona 5. And then after the live stream this morning, they were like, no guys, Persona 5 is gonna beat Final Fantasy 15 in the competition of glory. Like, I don't know why we can't all just sit down and play the one that is better than both of them, Xenoblade Chronicle. I had to say it, I'm sorry. No, I'm joking, of course. I love all of these franchises equally. But, yeah, I'm gonna try to settle the feud in this video. I'm gonna at least give my advice. And here's my advice. Stop bashing each other's franchises. Like, why are you saying that one game is gonna kill the other? Like, these franchises are nothing alike besides them both being JRPGs. Final Fantasy has always been, well, mostly, an open world game where you fight monsters, get treasure, recruit party members, and you see that for about every RPG. But what makes Final Fantasy special is because it was one of the pioneers of this genre and has been ever-changing since. And I don't know, but it's hard to say which one I like better. I don't know which franchise I honestly would say was better, because, like I said, they're both different. And Persona has always been a franchise about making friends with your friends and solving crime. Well, not really. 4 was like that. 3 was kind of dark. I didn't play 1 or 2. But, yeah, I'm just gonna say, stop bashing each other's franchises. Like, why are you doing this? You're just like saying, this game's gonna kill the other game. Like, what? The games aren't gonna kill each other. Like, if you keep saying this, I mean, I don't think it'll kill them, but, it could be good for, like, sales. I mean, I don't know. What I do know is, though, I think this kind of argument was sparked by Square Enix themselves. I don't know if this was a coincidence or what, but, a little bit ago, I remember a while back, I don't know if it was on Twitter or what, but Square Enix posted somewhere, which franchise do you prefer? Final Fantasy or Persona? And the thing about that is, Square Enix doesn't own Persona, they only own Final Fantasy. Atlus owns Persona. So why were they doing this? My theory is that, I don't know though, because Final Fantasy 15 has been in development for so long that so much stuff has been added, and like, I don't know, it's hard to say why they did it. Did they fear competition? I can't tell. I don't think Atlus has done anything like this. Because they know Persona's gonna sell well. And they know that... I mean, I hope Square Enix knows that fans have been outcrying since the tragedy known as Final Fantasy XIII. Well, at least that game kind of improved over its 2 sequels. I mean, I liked them. I liked all the games, but I know a lot of people did not like the Final Fantasy XIII trilogy. Why was there a trilogy? Anyway, 14 was pretty good though. But with Persona, we haven't seen like a numbered game since Persona 4 came out 2008, right? Hold up. Gotta look this up. Persona 4 release date. When did this game come out? This game came out July 10th, 2008. Oh, geez. So yeah, this last numbered game came out in 2008. And what have they been doing since then? What has Atlus been doing? Remakes? Spin-offs? Dancing. That's the best I can describe it. But, yeah. Like, I don't know why, because I guess Persona 4 was a really popular game. It was so popular, it had a remake, a fighting game, a dancing game, a crossover. Friggin', they make references in other games of theirs. Like, there's this game called Catherine, and, in, like, the main hub of that game, like, there's a bar, and it's like adult Persona, like, sort of, with puzzles. Anyway, in a bar, like, there's a plushie of Teddy on the counter. Like, they make references to Persona in other Atlus games. Like, I think that's really clever, but I mean, I guess a lot of people like Persona 4 especially, so that's why they keep giving us spin-offs. The thing is, I don't know why they, like, gave so much spin-offs instead of Persona 5. Like, I know other studios made it, but why so many? Like, the fighting game is a really cool concept. It's kind of dead at the moment, which is kind of sad because it's really fun, but it's a good game. Persona Q, I haven't played it yet, but I hear it's a good game. What else? Persona 4 Golden, that's the way. That's the remake, and that's the way I played Persona 4, and I'm very glad I did, because it's a really good game. However, Persona 4 Dancing All Night, while really fun, I don't know why it exists. Because it's like the randomest thing. Persona 4 Dancing All Night, what's the point of it? Like, is there an actual point to it? Looking over my Vita TV, like, what's the point? I don't understand what the point of that game is. Because it's just, I mean, sure, the game is really fun, but I don't... Why does Persona 4 Dancing All Night exist? That's my question. Anyway, though, this is more about Persona now than Final Fantasy. Let's get back on topic here. Persona 4 has tons of spin-offs. Final Fantasy has tons of bad sequels to their games. Like, I'm not talking about the numbered games themselves. 1, 2, you know, not those. I'm talking about the 13-2, 13-3, 10-2. Actually, 10-2 is alright. My thoughts on that game have changed. That game is now alright. It's not completely bad. 13-2 is alright, but I know a lot of people don't like the 13 trilogy in general just because of the first game. And I can understand that. Like, the first game sets up an entire franchise. You can't just bank on a bad first game and get a billion sequels. I mean, has there ever been another game like that? I don't know. But if there was, I don't know. Anyway, though, the fan bases are the main thing here. What they're doing, like I said, they're saying, oh, this game's gonna kill the other game and stuff like that, like vice versa. And I don't know why these two specific franchises are trying to kill each other, like the fan bases, I mean. I don't know why they're trying to murder each other's games. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you want to kill someone else's competition for your own? Like, is that going to benefit anyone? Do you think someone's just not going to buy one? Well, since they're coming out so close to each other, I mean, that was kind of a smart move by Atlus. It's coming out before it, too. Persona 5 is coming out before Final Fantasy 15, so that's, I think it's a plus for them. I don't know. But, yeah, Final Fantasy 15 versus Persona 5. What do you all think? Comment below, what game are you more excited for? Personally, at the moment, I really can't say. They're both completely different games. They're both completely different games, and I don't know how to describe each one. Like, Final Fantasy 15, open world exploration game, going out with the bros on a grand adventure, trying to save your kingdom, you know? Persona 5, best friends, well, not best friends, just a group of friends trying to, Okay, I still don't know the plot because all the trailers have been in Japanese, so I really don't know anything about Persona 5. I don't know, though. With the little we've seen of Persona 5 compared to Final Fantasy 15, I think Persona 5, like, raises more hype because we don't know as much about it yet. We don't know as much about it. However, with Final Fantasy 15, we know a lot about it, and we know that it has a really good chance of being a good Final Fantasy game. Like, that's the thing, it's like conflicting with each other. It's conflicting. It's complicated, man. But other than that, I really have nothing else to say. Just, what do you all think? I just felt like making this quick video before the next Let's Play starts tomorrow. Wink, wink. Oh yeah, it's happening. Anyway, though, thank you all for listening to me ramble about Persona and Final Fantasy for like 11 minutes almost. And yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thank you all for listening, and peace out, little keychains. Good night.